What's going on, everybody? This is Steve with the Mr. Big Kid channel, coming at you with the Armory Life. What's the best semi-automatic handgun for your first handgun? That's a loaded question. But what we can do is we can kind of dissect it a little bit, and we can talk about the pros and cons of different types of semi-auto handguns. And I have a couple different examples that we'll go over as well. Classics like the 1911. We're going to talk about the big tactical XDM series, which is like the XDM Elite. Optics, really long barrel, long grip, all that. We're going to talk about the powerful ones. We're going to talk about some powerful handguns like the 10mm, and then we have like the pocket carries, so such as the Hellcat. Let's talk a little bit about what I think makes a good first type of handgun. Alright, so first things first, there's a couple things that I consider when I recommend a first handgun to somebody. The biggest thing is, of course, the use of the handgun. What's the purpose that you want that handgun for? Do you want it to conceal? Do you want it just for a range toy? Do you want it to start collecting? So do you want something that's more of a collector's item? Do you want it for hiking? Like maybe hiking in bear country, maybe hiking where there's some predators out there. Something like that. I look at a gun like a tool. Each gun has its own use, its own designation and purpose. So we're going to talk about a couple different guns, what their purpose actually is. First up on the list is this guy right here. This is the Springfield XDM Elite OSP. This is Springfield's uber tactical model. It has a large grip, so if you have big hands, small hands even, it fits really well. Now, I consider this somewhat of a mix of a tactical firearm, so you can use it for camping, hiking, a range toy. It fills a lot of different gaps except for the concealed carry aspect of it. This is not easy to conceal. It's not saying you can't conceal it, it's just not meant for concealment. It's got the magwell on it. I have my light on this right here. I have my Surefire light on it, but as you can see, it has suppressor high sights. This is meant to be carried on an outside the waistband holster, tactical holster. It's a tactical firearm. So if you're looking for something in the tactical firearm market, I would take a look at these guys. This offers an incredible value. It does have an optics cut on it, so you can put a red dot on it if you want. And the co-witness sights, they're pretty cool. Number two, this is the Springfield Garrison 9mm 1911. It's a very classic design. It's been improved upon a lot, but this is what you get. So what's nice about this guy right here, now they make 1911s in multiple different calibers, 9mm, 38 Super, 10mm, and 45, which is your classic 1911 round, is a 45 ACP. So 1911s have amazing actions. Their triggers are very nice as well. You get that straight pull trigger, which feels really nice. This also has a manual safety right here. A benefit of the 1911 is it's a comfy shooter. It shoots well, amazing trigger, and it's a classic design. If you're a collector, I think the 1911 is a great option, and people do conceal these. People do carry these outside the waistband. You're also gonna be limited on your capacity. This is a 9-round capacity for a magazine. The second to the last discussion point, and this right here is the Powerhouse. This is a little 10mm handgun. There's also a full size version, a full 4.5-inch version, but this is the little guy. This is a 3.5-inch XDM Elite. 10mm is a powerful round, a very stout round, especially when you're shooting in a small package like this. This could be considered a concealable gun. It's something to carry around. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room, but it fires that potent, mighty 10mm round, which is a great round for camping, hiking, hunting, all that stuff, but it might be a little too powerful and a little too expensive as your first handgun. So if your intention is to have a range toy that you just want to take out and practice with a lot, I might stay away from 10mm simply from the cost aspect. It costs a lot more than a 9mm round. Last thing we're going to talk about is concealed carry. So this right here is the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. They also have the Hellcat version, which is much smaller, has a shorter barrel, shorter slide, and a shorter grip as well, so it's much more compact. I love this gun, and I feel like the Hellcat Pro is a definite winner from Springfield as far as concealed carry market. It's a very comfortable gun for a micro compact XL. I kind of like to use that term. This one comes with a red dot, optics cut, all that stuff. They're snappy and they're stout. There's not a lot of weight there. It has a more increased felt recoil. If you're to fire the same 9mm round out of that large XDM Elite OSP, the recoil is going to be much less because you have more travel on the slide and a heavier gun overall. Heavier gun and a bigger gun, more grip, all that stuff. These excel in the concealed carry market because you can really tuck it inside your waistband. You can keep it in a small spot, which is really nice. Buying your first handgun really comes down to a couple different things, like I said, and that thing is going to be what's the use of your handgun. And the last thing to consider is the cost of the ammunition you're shooting. I'm a big fan of the 10mm. I think it's a good do it all round, but it is a little cost prohibitive because of the cost of the round. Right now, shooting 9mm, a box of 50 9mm costs somewhere in the ballpark between $15 to $17 right now, whereas a box of 10mm is going to cost $30 and up per box of 50. So it's quite a big difference in cost. Hope you all found this useful. Have a good one.